Alright, what is going on, guys? This is Ozan from Ozan Aaron Gaming, and welcome to another life story about my life. So, anyways, guys, the topic today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is wow, okay, um, the topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about was about something that happened in fifth grade, and it was just like a little fifth grader's dream to be with a really hot girl, I guess. And that hot girl, ladies and gentlemen, was my fifth grade teacher, Miss Spino. Okay, let me just explain this woman. She was the hottest teacher I have ever just been taught by. She was stunning, okay? She and I didn't really know much about girls in the fifth grade, but she was stunning. I literally have to say, she is probably the most beautiful woman I have ever seen as a fifth grader. And, I was, I can't explain how beautiful she was. But anyways, there's a story, that happened in our class. So what happened was one day she assigned us an essay, like a little essay about. She said you can write whatever you want, like just like write a story about anything, just like a random story. And the first thing that popped into my mind was to write a story, like kind of like a love story about me and my teacher, Miss Pino. And at that time, I didn't really think anything could go wrong, so I did it, and I probably regret it after, but I did it. I wrote like a love story. I said it started off. I remember just like this. It was said on a summer evening. I said, uh, there was a man who had the biggest crush on a woman, and that her name was. I didn't use her real name, but I just like used like she. I don't know how she found out that it was her like immediately, but I used like a name like Sarah or something like that. I don't remember her first name though, guys, but yeah, I used like a different name, but I also knew what age she was. She was 23 years old at the time, and I said that there was a beautiful 23-year-old teacher. Okay, I think that's where she got it from. I said 23-year-old beautiful teacher, and yeah, I said this 23-year-old teacher, for like it started like this fifth grader found love in like this beautiful 23-year-old teacher who had the best sparkling eyes a man could ever see in a woman, or like she just had the nicest eyes, and like I just kept saying, like, I'm like, one day the man asked her to get married, and they went to Paris, and like I'm just like I just wrote like all this stuff that I've seen in movies and everything, and you don't want to know what happens. Well, she didn't read these stories when we handed them back. I handed back maybe like third in the class. I finished third, and I gave it to her, and she's like, "Thank you." And she didn't look at them yet because this happened. I think she yet like the day after that, nothing. She didn't say anything about her essays. But then 2 days after, she said, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna hand your essays back. Before I do that, I would like to meet with Ozan, in the hallway." And right when she said that, I was like, "Oh no, what did I do wrong?" I'm just like thinking, I think I did something, and I didn't think. I totally forgot about that story, so that wasn't in my mind. That's what I wasn't afraid of that, like because I didn't know. Like I mean, I totally forgot about that. I mean, it was like 2 days later. That kind of like got erased from my head, and I totally lost like everything. Like I just totally forgot about it. Anyways, so she brings me out to the hallway, and she showed me a paper, okay, which was my essay. I finally remembered it. She showed me my essay, and she said, "So Ozan, your story was very I." She couldn't explain it. She was like, "Ozan, I had a problem with your story. I was just wondering who was this 23-year-old in your story, because she sounds very familiar. And she knows, dude. She's like toying with me and everything, and she's like she's already probably like she's like creeped out by me already, because I mean, like, I'm a little fifth grade, had a crush on my teacher. I mean, sorry, but you're hot. So yeah, she keeps going on. She's like, I really not very uncomfortable with this. I didn't like how you use me in your story, and if I'm not mistaken, is this me in the story? And I finally admitted, yes, yes. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm like, you're just banging. I didn't say that, but I'm just like, I'm really sorry, Miss Pina. She's like, well, Ozan, I guess it's okay for children to have urges like this, but I'm like, urges? I didn't really know what that word meant, but I just went on with it, and she's like, I guess it's okay, but you can't make stories about that. That's very unacceptable. So what happened? She sent me to the principal's office, I think, later. I'm like, really? I'm getting sent to the principal's office for just having a little crush on my teacher. Like, is it really that big of a deal? And yeah, she sent me to the principal's office, and I get there, and they want me to speak with the guidance counselor. So yeah, I go speak with the guidance counselor. She starts out. She asked me my name. She didn't really know me. I said my name. Hi, how are you? And then she got to the chase, and she said, so Miss Spino had told me that you wrote a story about her in your classroom. Do you think you might explain to me what you wrote about? I just said I just wrote like a love story about me and her. So, I mean, I just confident, just saying what I did. And she's like, okay, I understand. So, it's not really that big of a problem. It's just that students at this age, it might feel uncomfortable for a teacher at that age. And I'm like, okay. So she just continues saying why it's wrong and you shouldn't do that. And about finally talking after, like explaining to me that that relationship just cannot happen. Um, I already understood that. Like, I'm like, all right, okay, got it. Anything else that you have to tell me? And she's like, no, you can go back to your classroom now. And I was already fucking scared. Like, I didn't want to go back to class. I didn't want to look Miss Spino in the eyes again. So what I did was, I mean, yeah, I finally had to go back to class, but I didn't really want to. But yeah, I went back to class, and when I got back to class, she looked at me. She's like, is everything settled out, Ozan? That's what she said to me. Is everything settled out? And I'm like, yes, Miss Spino. I just want to say I'm sorry once again. She's like, it's okay, Ozan. She was probably creeped out a lot, but whatever, dude. But yeah, guys, that was basically my story. And then, just that day ended. They didn't tell my parents, which I was surprised, because like I just hated that school, guys. Just thank God they didn't tell my parents. That would have been weird, but honestly, guys, I just hated my elementary school. It was horrible. Probably the worst year of my life was 5th grade. The worst things happened to me. Yeah, guys, I really disliked my 5th grade. It was honestly like such a bad experience. Like, nothing ever went my way. I always got into trouble. I was a bad kid. But whatever, guys. This was my story. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you'll be seeing some more commentaries from me soon, I guess. So if you thought this story was cool, leave a comment if anything happened to you like this. Again, guys, please like the video if it like if you liked it, or subscribe for more. I mean, like, when you guys subscribe, it like I don't know, it just makes us feel like very happy. And we really appreciate it too. I mean, it just inspires us to make more videos for you guys. So, yep. Let me just go. One thing. I was gonna say one thing. Oh yeah. I was gonna say one more thing. And by the way, I visited my teacher actually 2 years ago. I visited her when I was in 8th grade. I visited her. She was still teaching in the same class. And I walked in and I was like, I knocked on the door. I'm like, Miss Spina, and she's like, she noticed me very quickly, because she said, she yelled, she's like, oh, Ozan, and she came and she hugged me. It was great. Felt everything. Anyways, yeah. So I guess she definitely forgot about the whole situation about that, but yeah. that's basically what happened, guys. This is my story. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next commentary. Later.